Oh, that was beautiful.
If anybody wants to know, I think we discovered why that was recorded in E flat. So it's quite hard to whistle that in standard tuning. Maybe I need to wet my whistle, as they say.
That was an excellent effort, though.
Beautiful to see you again, Ben.
Ah, thank you. Lovely to be here.
It must be Monday. What have we got today?
We've got the new Slash signature model J-45s from Gibson.
I love it. So he's, you wouldn't necessarily associate Slash with having his own signature acoustic guitar, or even just an acoustic guitar.
That's it, an acoustic guitar at all. No, but he has, and this is it.
Well,
in the two finishes, and they both match the finishes on his Les Paul, I believe.
Yes, they do. Well, you may have seen, probably not that long ago, like maybe even just half an hour ago, a video where Pete and I had our grubby little mitts on his new Les Pauls, the new Slash standard Les Pauls for 2020. And you probably saw in that video, we very briefly grabbed these two lovely guitars and gave them a quick strum, but said, we'll wait till Ben is next in to properly put them through their paces. So there's not a huge difference between this and the standard J-45, is there? In terms of spec, but quite a big difference in
I think
tone.
The construction is pretty much the same, but the neck on the signature models is significantly fatter. It's a lot more, it's a lot closer to kind of 50s style neck. It's almost kind of V-like up at the top and flattens out. I love it. I love the neck on these.
You a little bit of a mini love affair here going on with that, isn't there?
I do really like it.
As well as butchering Guns N' Roses classic, all-time acoustic classic Patience, we thought we would grab a standard J-45, which is what is over Ben's shoulder here, and just get Ben to do some strumming and some flat picking and stuff on both guitars. So yeah, it's quite weird in the sense that, you know, it doesn't necessarily, the brain, it doesn't necessarily follow that just by having a fatter neck it should have a big impact on the tone. You can understand the feel, but it appears to, doesn't it?
Yeah, so I guess there's more mass or something, but I mean either way, the big neck is brilliant. So.
You know what I really like about this as well is I'm not so sure that if someone said you can buy this guitar, but it's like, you know, everywhere you take it, it's going to be super obvious it's the Slash signature model. That to me might. I mean, I can see for Slash fans that would be like, that's why I'm buying it. But for like someone that's a bit sort of maybe more ambiguous about, you know, that I'm not so sure. But the cool thing is they in the case is just a blank truss rod cover. So I would sit there and go, ooh, I might just like this as just a normal J-45 alternative. So.
Anyway. Yeah, this is my favourite J-45 I've ever played, I think, actually.
There you go, high praise indeed.
Yeah.
So. The red one I'm playing, by the way, is identical to the Sunburst one that Ben has. It's just simply these are the two colours they come in. So I will refrain from playing now. I'm looking for my stand. If you didn't hear that, yes, I've just made Pete very happy. And let's just do a Slash versus standard J-45 shoot.
Okay, cool. So I'll start on the Slash one, as that's what I'm holding. I'll do some strumming and then some picking and then some other stuff. So. Sounds great. So I'll do some picking type stuff as well. So. It works.
So want to do the same thing now on the standard?
Let me just
eagle-eyed ones of you will have spotted the standard has the scratch plate stuck on. The Slash one actually comes with the pick guard in the case, and it's entirely up to you whether you want to stick it on or not.
Yeah. It's the same Sunburst.
It's the same depth, same dimensions, same everything. It's just the neck that's different.
Yeah, and there's I think on the Vermilion one, the Sunburst kind of goes a bit further up, doesn't it?
It does.
Up to the top of the sound hole. Yeah.
And
Still sounds great.
Bit of flat picking then?
Yeah.
With it? I should say there, I meant finger picking when I said flat picking. And the only reason I even know the difference now is I was watching some Molly Tuttle videos the other day, and oh my goodness.
Oh, yeah, she's got
That is, I mean, you're much more of an acoustic aficionado than I am. But is she like the best there's ever been? Or are there better? If there is such a word. Because I watched this and I was like, jaw on the floor. So is there anyone better, is the question I think we had.
Tony Rice.
Tony Rice.
Have you heard?
No, I need to.
If you like Molly Tuttle, you need to check out Tony Rice.
Right.
He's a monster.
Well, Molly or Tony, if you're watching, come on and educate me.
And Billy Strings as well.
Billy Strings. Yeah. Now, he is in some Molly Tuttle videos.
Yeah, they've done some stuff together.
And although I don't know that I necessarily saw much of him playing, but hey, we digress.
We're getting into bluegrass now.
What I would like to do is a much more just like G chord, and see if, because it's when you hear them right back to back, you'll hear the difference more. And it seemed that the Slash one with the fatter neck, the sort of the pronunciation of the mid-range seems to shift downwards slightly. So it's sort of like fatter as opposed to brighter sort of thing. But at least that was my, let's see if we can do that as a just like,
okay.
Might as well start with that one, hadn't we?
Are you going to play the G chord or
No, you're playing everything.
So I'm going to play a G chord.
Yes.
On the standard J-45. G.
Do I take that back? Has it shifted the mid-range up rather than down? Maybe I've got that. It does. Its punch is in a different place, isn't it?
It is, and I can't. Maybe if it was a bit more gentle. It's a subtle difference.
So the standard sounds softer to me. So it's. I think every time you've played that, I've described how the difference in the sound is differently, like 3 times. But I mean, it's just different. They're both obviously in the J-45 ballpark, aren't they?
It's a subtle difference. I think for me the difference is more in the feel when you're playing it because of that big fat neck. It just is super comfortable.
And talking of feel, we were both saying before we started, I feel a bit bad in the sense of I think since you joined us, this will be like your 3rd J-45 video, and there's not an intentional J-45 love in here. But it sort of feels a bit like one. And I've always liked the J-45. And I've always loved, classic Martin guitars. I've got a D35 and I'm a big Martin fan. But I do find I find the slightly shorter scale length on the J-45 less taxing on the fingers. Yeah. So if I play my Martin for, half an hour, I kind of know it.
Yeah.
Whereas I don't seem to get that. I mean, perhaps you can go into a bit more about the difference.
It's a tension thing more than anything, because when the scale length is even that kind of 3/4 of an inch shorter, the string tension is a bit less. So it's kind of it's easier to press the strings down for a start, which is why it doesn't feel quite so tiring. But you do lose a bit of that kind of snap that you get from the extra tension. It's kind of like the difference between a Telecaster and a Les Paul, Well, that's not the only difference.
I think when you talk about Tellys and Les Pauls, immediately I think most players talk about the bend, like the difference in the way. And of course, you don't really play an acoustic like that. So I think you notice the tension difference in a different way. So it's audibly slightly different, as you rightly say. There's a bit more snap and percussiveness in say a D28 than a J-45. But J-45, I said it's just got a softer feel. It's such a comfortable guitar to play. It is,
and for kind of strummed chords and stuff, it's so warm and it's great for singing with, because it just does sound so. Well, look,
let's go back to the Slash one, and just finish up with some sort of I don't know, just any rendition of something. what we should do now, let's do a piece where it's just through the guitar amp so that we can demonstrate the,
for the pickup, yeah.
Pickup, yeah. Love it. And I do love VTS, of course, because it means you've got this really, I mean, the tone and the volume control are really easy to get to. They're just in here, but they're totally discreet as well, and don't cut a hole in the side of the guitar. Can we hear it maybe with a couple of different sets, like, you know, tone rolled back a bit maybe?
That's the, hold on, I always forget which way around they are. The volume's up full there. If I turn the tone up full. So what is handy is it's got like a mid
centre detente.
Centre detente. That's the word I'm after. Yeah. So that's in the middle, and that's going the wrong way again. So this is with the tone all the way off.
Well, there you are, everybody.
Right.
Slash fans and non-Slash fans alike, I think you'll appreciate this. Really great sounding guitar. Comes with a beautiful hard case as well, a Gibson logoed, beautiful hard case, and is available in the shops now, I believe. Yeah. There we go. Go check them out. Comment below what you think. And Ben, we'll see you, Ben and I maybe, perhaps Ben and Pete. We'll see you in a video soon.
Absolutely.
Happy Monday.